Have you watched the race back again now?
Mm-mm.
I got halfway through it there last night after a while.
Okay.
Quit looking at it.
Let's see here. Okay. Okay, you see the stream?
No, you're not live yet anyway. I'm gonna refresh. No.
I, I titled it number 2 of. Let me see here.
Yeah, no, it's not up. There's.
Yeah, it's up on me.
Ah, yeah. I was in live. I wasn't at home.
Well, okay.
Oh, I better turn this down now because I can hear myself. Sounds like a warped potato.
Okay. So you can see the data now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
First thing I'm noticing right now is you are getting to 100%.
I'm what?
You're getting to 100% braking.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Oh yeah, and you can see on the right hand side here, you see how it's going orange. That's the color. And
That's that's the G-force, is it? Of the
so
car.
so the actual line is G forces of the car. I make the analogy of this is what the actual tire is feeling. Okay,
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
it's feeling negative 2 Gs. It's feeling 2 Gs of
It's
lateral force, but
yeah.
but then here I'll make this bigger. Full. Now it's kind of stretched out left to right,
Ah, yes.
but you can see
What
how you can
what's going on with that thing on the side there? There's a box and a
this
sharp
right.
thing coming at the side.
Oh,
Up the, yeah, that there. What's
o-
that?
okay. Okay. You
It's
asked it.
weird.
You asked the question. Let's go find out.
I bet you it's stopping going into the pits or something. Oh, it's
It's right here. So
coming out of the pits, is it?
no,
No.
look at the track map.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you basically you're
Oh,
coming.
it's a slide, is it?
It's a slide and the car catching.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow, that's mental. And the lines are so straight though on it. It's weird.
Oh, talking about over here, these lines being straight.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the reason because okay, I'll not this one. Where is it?
Hmm.
We're going G fish long. Okay, so G-force long and lat right here.
Right.
It's only 20 hertz or 20 times per second. Okay, so
Ah,
that's
right.
that's what's coming out of ACC, and the reason they do that is because they get real data from the real cars to verify their physical model and everything like that,
Yeah.
and they don't want to they want to simulate the real how it is really, but they
Yeah.
also don't want to give out what their real data is to their
Ah, yes.
competitors, and so they made an agreement that we're going to limit the data rate of lateral G's and long G's. Um,
Oh,
so, for example, wheel speeds are at 200 hertz. Okay, because that's just wheel speed.
Right.
But there's a bunch of that are 200 hertz, like suspension. That suspension travels need to be really high, but there's a bunch of them that are really low.
Ah, okay.
Co-
They
and-
don't. They don't want to give you the full picture. They'll give you a little picture, but not the whole picture.
Well, they don't want they don't want the actual teams reverse engineering or knowing exactly what people are doing. So
Right. Yeah.
so that's why these so here. You can see this is there's one data point, there's another, so that's 2/10 of a second, 2/10, or no, yeah, 2/10 of a second, 2/10 of a second, 2/10 of a second, 2/10 of a second, 2/10 of a second.
Right.
That's why it's so.
It's so straight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, compared to. So. My data from my car, I have it recorded at 500 hertz, but it's actually producing 250 hertz. So when you can see, this is one. Let me go to here. I'm just gee whizzing right now.
Yeah.
You can see how this is 25 feet of distance, and I have all these data points.
Wow.
but
Yeah.
so it's very fluid.
I see what you mean.
But that's the difference between real life and simulation.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Still, you can still work it out, really.
yeah, you can get most of the way.
Yeah.
But so let's just for gee whizzes, let's look at Druids again. Your best lap compared to my best lap. And so we're going to see where's Druid starts here.
Very surprised at the break in there now.
Let's see, let's put this full. And okay. So we're just looking at this highlighted area. That's the that's the window we're looking at.
Right.
Okay. So I'll do this one full. You can see that you were just slightly turning, because this line right here is 0 degrees lateral, so you're slightly turning, but you did a very significant brake application. You went straight down, and then you see how rounded this is. You can see how the colors are changing. This is you coming off the brakes, and you're entering.
Put the brake back on again.
You did just a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can see how your corner entry, you're going. This lateral movement is increasing lateral G's.
There's a lot of skidding going on, like.
Up here maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's going back but here also a little bit because it's going back and it's folding on itself.
Yeah.
So what? How I read that is, you hit quarter entry, the car starts skidding a little bit, and when the car skids, it loses G's. Okay.
Yeah.
So right here. Okay, so it went up here. Here, I'll just zoom in. Make it even easier for us to look at this.
Yeah.
So this is just like a millisecond of time. But you can see, okay, it starts here, goes around here. So you increase lateral G a lot, then the car starts skidding sideways and you lose G, and then it catches itself and increases the G again, and then it kind of goes back and forth, and then you're off the brake, and all the force is going lateral again.
And this is the fastest lap.
This is your fastest lap entering Druids.
Wow.
But so, but
What's the other? Is there? Can you show us the slowest lap, or just even a different lap, just to see
Okay.
a different?
Yeah.
What that corner is like.
yeah, so let's compare you to me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let's see here. I have my fastest lap. Okay. So let's talk about this for a second. You're still the colored lines. I'm the white lines. Okay.
Right.
So, are you are going?
Not much difference.
You're going to, here. Let me go over here. Let me zoom in so we can actually. So you entered. Now these is what the. So where this line is where these numbers are from. So you're this colored number. I'm the white number, and that's what the
Right.
difference is. Okay. So you were going at the corner and at the braking entry before we broke. You were going 3 miles an hour faster than I was. Okay. We broke, and you had ABS. See where all this
The blue lines. Yeah.
yeah, the blue line's down here. Your ABS for just a second, or for just the smallest amount of time, engaged the
Yeah.
ABS. Then you got off the brakes, and you went back on the brakes. So engage the ABS again. You can see
Yeah.
the ABS and the speed. Now this is corrected speed, which is wheel speed, not the speed that. This is real speed, okay? Not GPS speed or what the speed is being displayed on the speed of ACC. This is actually coming from the wheels. And when they skid, that's what you get, this funky back and forth.
Okay. Right. Right.
I mean, I could show you.
What's that? A millisecond of it, is it, or something?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So the green, the blue lines are your rear wheels. Okay, and the orange and the green and the blue are your left wheels, and the orange and the red are your right wheels.
Right. Right.
And what it's doing for corrected speed is it's comparing the difference between the right front and the right. It's comparing the two front wheels. So you could do a burnout, and it'll still read the right speed that the car is actually moving. But if you notice,
Right.
you notice how your front and your front left is going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, that's making your corrected wheel speed up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Oh.
But anyways, so let's go back here.
You look as if you did a much smoother corner than I did there now.
Well, let's zoom out again. And go back.
You were the white line, is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay. Let's go back. Okay. So you are the outside colors.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm the inside colors. Right? Remember I was saying about high view? You can look at this, just looking at this, and forget all the squiggly lines. You can just look at this colors. You can say, okay, we broke at about the same point.
Yeah.
You broke harder because it's red, where I'm more orange. You can see that your ABS engaged about twice, twice, and then a bunch right here. Okay.
Yeah.
You coasted through the apex of the corner, and I went from braking to gas, and and traction control was going off all through turn exit.
Right.
Okay. Where you coasted through the apex, and then you went back on gas. That's the green right there. But then traction control kind of came on and went off. Came on, went off. Came on, and went off. And
Yeah.
So
Wow.
just looking at the colors, you could see, you can read what happened in the corner, just like I can read it over here, going left to right.
Yeah, when you get used to what the colors are,
Yeah.
it'd be very easy just to see that picture and know what's happening.
Right. That's how I made the tool, to be as intuitive as possible.
Very good.
Okay, but now the real question is, who was faster? Who against the time? So then you go, okay, so here.
But looking at that corner, you would have been faster through the corner, I'd say.
You would say that, but okay, this is our speed, okay?
Yeah.
And this is time, okay? So at the beginning, so you pretty much have to zero this out for this corner, but we're just looking at the difference here, okay? So at the beginning of the corner, you were 3/10 above me. You're 3/10 faster than I am, or I'll say
8 kilometers. Yeah.
I'll say it differently. I was 3/10 slower than you. Okay.
Right.
And then at the end of the corner, I was almost 5/10. So you were 2/10 faster through that corner than I am.
Oh.
That's what.
Surprising.
See, that's why. Yeah. Okay, so now let's zoom out. Okay, this is the whole lap. Okay. So.
Oh, this is the. All right.
So this is the whole lap. The whole lap is so. Compared to us, where am I losing speed compared to you? Okay, so.
Because the white line is lower, does that mean you're going a slower speed?
No, this white line is the delta time. See, the delta time is increasing.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
So from here to here, you increased time. Or I was slower than you were. Okay.
Right.
And so now you can see, okay, pretty much the
Also,
whole.
it's just the white. It's just that section. It's not a full lap.
No, this is just the section that's being
Right.
highlighted right now.
Right.
So compared to you, I need to work on turn one, okay? Because turn one is where, right here, this is where that trend starts, and that trend just keeps on going. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if
Can
we,
you put your one up there as well there,
yeah.
or is it there already?
Well, if I wanted to see, now I'm the reference and see how your time's going down, and see how I'm colored now, and now you're colored, and now I'm colored. But
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah.
okay, so
That's a bit weird.
yeah, so if we, so I know from here. So from there to there, you had, you're getting on me because of this, the difference in speed right here. So like right here, you're 7 miles an hour faster than I am.
Yeah, but I'd say that could be the entry to the corner though, as well.
Yeah, yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I went at the beginning of the corner. I was only you were only 4 miles faster than me, but then
Yeah.
through mid corner, you're 7 miles faster than me, and then at the end, going down the hill and hitting that curving, we're back down to 3 miles faster. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's weird.
so that's telling me that you carried much more speed through corner one,
Yeah.
and then I kind of caught back to my normal 3 miles slower than you.
Yeah.
But so that's telling me that I should be looking at your video and how you're entering that corner, and maybe I can learn something.
Yeah.
But but then if we go forward from here, see from now watch where the
The ball.
the ball is, okay?
Yeah.
So from here to here, it flattens out. The actual, this part right here flattens out.
Yeah.
Okay? So the actual turn of the corner we did about the same.
Right.
And you can also see it, look at the speed here. It gets very close.
Yeah.
Okay? But
You go faster than me in the second part of that.
yeah.
There. Yeah.
But then you, because of probably my traction control, you spud up again.
Yeah.
But see, this is where.
And wheel spin the tires as well.
Yeah, but so what?
That's going slow though.
It's
If you see a lot of that, you're taking time out of your lap, really, aren't you?
well, okay. Hey, asked another question, so let's answer that question. So
Maybe we should be going like medium TC more than I'm going 6 and you're going 9. Maybe we should be going 7 or 6 or 8.
Okay, so you're looking at this wheel spin right here, okay?
Yeah.
So that's the question. What's the effect of this wheel spin?
But it shows that it's going faster, but that's only because of momentum, I'd say.
No, it's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to. So I'm gonna put the cursor right in the middle of this wheel spin. Okay.
Right.
Then I'm gonna go actually look at the wheel speeds. Okay. Now you can see the two rear wheels are spinning compared to the front wheels.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because the speed's higher and it's going back and forth, up, down, up, down, up, down.
I see it in the numbers where the writing is. The numbers say it all. I'm going. What is it? 4 faster than you on the
Yeah.
right, left,
Yeah.
and 5 on the. Oh yeah, they're all going different speeds though. That's amazing.
Well, it's because you are
Friction, I suppose. Isn't
the reason that they okay the reason the red line is slowest is because you're going around a corner. So
it?
just think of going around a corner. The outside wheel has to travel longer distance than the inside wheel. Okay, so to travel longer distance, it actually has to go faster. So that's why the blue line is faster than the red line. Okay.
That's not a corner though.
Yeah, you're still
That's a
turning.
straight line.
You- okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So
The ball is in.
but okay. So you're asking, are you still turning? Okay. So let's answer. So let's answer that question. Are you still
Okay.
turning? You are still turning at that exact moment at a half a G.
Oh,
See
that's
it?
bad.
So,
Yeah.
so remember these lines are what the tire is actually feeling. So
Yeah,
so even though it's a straight point of the course and you think you're driving straight,
And
you are
sorry.
your steering angle is. I have to do these in radians, which I'm not good. That's math. You know, I could do it. I could change this over into degrees, but then this whole display doesn't work. But
Okay.
well, here
No,
I'll just because we're talking, I'll change it. So you just know degree. Okay, so at that point, you had 10 degrees of steering wheel inputted. I had 12. That's the actual degrees. But because these numbers are so different, then this graph gets all funky. So I have to go back to radians.
Right. Yeah. I
Are
think
you-
there's a rumble strip on that part anyway, isn't there?
Don't think on that part. That's where it'd be nice to have video.
Yeah. I see.
Okay, so that answers that question. You're asking, is it a turn? And yes, you're still
Yeah,
turning.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But
Well, 2 degrees is not a much.
10
but-
degrees, yeah, 10 degrees isn't much.
10 degrees is a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can put your steering wheel wherever you want. It's what the actual car is doing, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But okay, so let's go back.
1 second, I just go to the toilet. Back in a
Okay,
sec.
yep.
I'm back.
Okay. So So the original question was having the traction control go off. How's that affecting acceleration? Okay. So now here I'm gonna take away the. So let's see here. Who is this? Okay.
But I always thought that. Sorry, I always thought that traction control was basically for you to help you come out of the corners, and after that, it doesn't usually come back on again. But it does come on. It's nearly currently on all through the track, isn't it?
It's mostly to help you with coming out of the corners, correct? But
Yeah.
there could be other times in the lap that it'll come on.
Oh.
Just like, for example, if you go over a curb, you know, if the curbing is damp, it will come on. But
Oh, yeah.
but
Slip.
but here's corner exit of Druids, okay, and this is you, okay.
Yeah.
So you can see where the purple line's down here. It's not on, and then it spikes a couple times, and then it goes
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
What's interesting is here it's spiking, and you're getting some wheel spin, but here you get some wheel spin, and it's not coming on. Okay.
Wow.
So let's look at longitudinal G. We're trying to keep this number as big as possible. So you're at 6 point. Well, here I can. Let's see here. Okay. So you're at 6.8 G basically. Traction control comes on right here, which lessens your acceleration.
Yeah.
Okay. You would gain grip right between here and here. You would gain grip, and your acceleration comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. But now here is a point where you're losing traction, but it's not spiking the ABS, and that's why it's going. Instead of having this violent acceleration, nothing,
Yeah.
it's smoothing it out. That's what traction control is doing for you.
Okay.
But is it fast? Well, let's.
I'd say it could be faster if it didn't do it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So here's me, always in the traction control. You know, from here to here. I'm all, you know, you can see on the
Yeah,
color, it's always on.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of having 0.6, here I'll go back to you again. So instead of having like 0.7, 0.6 of acceleration right here,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go back to me. I'm only at like 0.4, 0.5.
Oh, the traction take a lot out of you. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And why? What is your reason for driving a 9, a traction control at 9? Do you just prefer it that way, or?
The reason I like traction control 9 is I'm used to low horsepower cars. Okay.
Ah.
So in a Miata, you basically, as soon as you pass the apex, you go full throttle because you don't have enough power versus the amount of traction you have in these sticky tires to break traction. So you just go full power and just kind of lug the engine. Or you're basically here.
I'm just basically playing a game. I'm not in real life. That's why I plant the throttle down.
Well, yeah, I plant the throttle. My experience is planting the throttle and letting the car do what it needs to do. And in with all the power that a GT3 car has, that would just spin the tires. Okay?
Yeah.
So
You need some sort of traction control on it.
I rely on the traction control where, okay, let's go show them both again. Okay. Okay. Let's go back.
But still in all, though, there is not much difference there now between the two of us.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like,
But
I mean, in a perspective, not in milliseconds.
oh, talking about changing time and speed and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't think there's much in it at all.
No. But here, I'll flip. So now we're looking at me being colored. Okay, see how I just jam on the throttle and then just ride the traction control?
Yeah.
Where you ease into the throttle. But you still got the traction control, but
it's not probably. Oh, sure, it's still spiking, isn't it? Is it the distance between those spikes? It's on or
it's on off. So
on off. That's weird.
that's on off.
And that is a what? 2 seconds or a second? Is it?
Do you want to know the difference between here and here?
Yeah. What is that?
Okay. So you look down here at the time. So let me get my calculator out because I don't have the. So both the standard version and pro version are free. Okay.
Oh.
But the pro version, to unlock it in my recorder, so I could actually use the pro version data, is $800.
$800.
Yeah. So they give the software away for free, but they lock the data recorder. So I basically have made my tools for the standard version, which I haven't paid. I haven't paid for the pro version unlocking. Yeah. But to get back to your question, how much time that is? So it's 15.27439.6 minus 14.61558. So between traction control starting and traction control ending is 6.5 tenths.
Wow.
So half a second. Second.
Yeah.
But you can also see in a half a second how far you've gone on the track.
Yeah, but it's funny. There's a half a second there, and then it's off for a half a second. Then it all comes back on for another half a second.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because
it's really weird. It's very strange.
It's reacting to
bumps in the road, maybe. No,
the wheels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me get mine out of here. Okay, so here where it's these triangles on off, okay?
Yeah.
Here it's just lines. So on, off. So
okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is programming of traction control, and I don't know all the ins and outs of why it's triggered and why it's not, but it's going on off, trying to get these rear tires to be closer to the faster of the front tires.
Oh, okay. It's trying to catch up with it.
So you see how it's.
Well, it's probably trying to slow down to them, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So, and then it's smooth again, but then then they have this jiggly thing again, which is causing the traction control to engage.
Right.
But that, yeah, but see, this is why I don't, with that kind of thinking, why didn't it go off here? From here to here, it didn't go off,
Yeah.
but here to here,
And
maybe
there's a lot more.
well,
There's a lot more shaking going on.
maybe it's the frequency. See how the frequency, it's slower, going up and down, and here it's going.
Yeah.
So it might not react.
Where is that on the map? Where is that on the map? Can you show
There.
the ball on the?
There's
Oh yeah, okay.
So
So you're talking a couple of like a meter in distance. No, about 3,
Well-
4 meters in distance.
yeah, let's see here. Time distance. Okay. So normally in this graph I have it by time. So every one of these vertical lines is a tenth of a second. But here is distance. So so each one of these vertical lines is 10 feet,
Oh, okay. All right.
or 10 feet, or about 3 meters. So like I was saying at the beginning, you can go from the big picture to looking at just one corner to looking at actually what's going on to what
Yeah, I know,
to what is actually going on with the tire spin.
You can spend a lot of hours on that now.
But the thing is, what's important? What's important
Exactly. Yeah.
is why did this time? Let me get the track of it. Why did this time delta shoot up? So let me double check, make sure we're on that same.
What you mean?
So, okay, so from here to here, there's not much difference.
Hang on a sec. The course has stopped now. I don't know what you're pointing at.
Okay, so here I'll so we're looking at the whole map, the whole track.
That's the whole map there now.
Yeah.
The whole track.
From the whole window is the whole track. Okay, now I'm looking at this time delta line. Okay, so
Yeah.
so this time delta line from here to here, which is along the straight, there's pretty much. So here I started basically 7/10 behind you, and
How come I can't see your Corsa anymore?
What?
I don't know what you're pointing at. I can't see your cursor. It's gone.
Let's move.
Is the video after freezing or something?
Here, I'll change. Let me see here. Give me a second.
We're still live anyway.
Are you looking at the color track right now?
No. You have a graph up with the
Okay, let me see if my video is still going. It's still not the track. It's just graphs.
No. It's just a graph. It's just one on the top graph. There's a white line going up and up and up, and then on the bottom graph there's green lines going up and down like
Okay. I'm gonna start.
Only 4 or 5.
I'm gonna restart the stream because
Okay.
something's happened.